Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are live and direct from the SUMO room, and I should totally paste the agenda for today into the channel because we do have people on the channel who may be asking questions. So just give me a second to do this, but this is the last day. Oh, thank you, Heather. You're so fast. This is the last day of the month, also known as September. August. Oh, September. I'm already ahead of myself. August. This is the end of August, the end of summer holidays. The beginning of the school year in Poland is tomorrow. I don't know if other countries do the same, but this is the. Sorry?
No, I think England's the same because Scotland's already back.
Yeah, and for all those people who are romantic about summers, summer holidays were invented so that the children who were educating could actually help their parents on the farm. So that's it. There's nothing about summer being cool or anything. If I was setting things up, holidays would be in winter. Anyway, having said all that, let's look into the agenda. But before we dive deep into the agenda, because there's loads of people, I'm just going to ask Madalena to look onto the channel in case people are going to ping us. And I'm just going to wave, and everybody can wave as well to all the people watching us, which is going to be cool. Thank you for everybody's attendance. It's really cool. And just a very, very quick look at the round table and any action items from last week. We don't have any action items from last week, but we have a roundtable set of items. So we have a question from, I think, David.
Yeah.
Okay, so please.
No, the first one is basically just to get everybody just quick introduction videos because I've not done that in ages.
I think that's a very good point. So we don't have everybody in the room, but we have quite a few people. So I'm just going to start with myself, maybe just to give you a very quick demo of how it could work. My name is Michał, and I work on the coordination of localization efforts around SUMO. So anything around locales that are not English US, you shouldn't come should come over and talk to me about. Then we have, who's picking it up? Come on.
Me. Hi guys, I'm Madalena, also known as Mad-the-Sun on the forums. I coordinate everything with a special focus on the forums and Armelos. And I nominate Joni.
There you go. That's how we're going to do it.
I was just about to nominate myself too, so thanks. So I'm Joni. I'm Jay Savage in IRC and in the forums. I'm the content manager, so anything related to articles or content, writing them, updating them, like fixing them for search. Yeah, I'm your person, so hello.
Somebody, Joni.
That's one. All right. So I'm Kadir Tabal, also known as IRC. I'm the manager and
Okay, can everybody else mute, by the way? Yeah, please mute because we have some interference.
I nominate Roland, as I can see him here. There's Roland in red.
I am not in red, I'm in blue, but the room is red. I'm Roland.
Yeah.
I work out of Vancouver, Canada, and I work on Firefox for Android and iOS support. And I would say Philippe next. Thank you. Vielen Dank, Philippe.
Dankeschön. I'm Philip. I'm a contributor and occasional troubleshooter. And I would nominate David. Hi there, I'm Sat Dav, and I've been involved with SUMO since 2009, which is probably one of the longest here, I would say. And I'm known as Sat, my name's David, but I'm known as Sat Dav in IRC, and also the forums. Let me see, who should I nominate? I think we should get Rachel a wee try there, because she looks dead bored.
Is the microphone working? Yeah, my name is Rachel. I'm Gwigs on IRC. I've been part of SUMO since 2013, and I love working with SUMO. I'm going to nominate Safwan.
Hey, I'm Safar Rahman from Bangladesh community, and like localizing content into Bengali, and also developing, contributing developing the SUMO. Also, I love SUMO. I'm nominating Centurion. Are you there? Centurion?
But I am confused that what are we talking about? I just joined the meeting and missed the first thing.
Just
So
introduce and tell everybody what you're doing, and make it a clip because it could talk for hours. You and Safwan could talk for like an hour. We did this and that. So.
Okay, I am Ashikur Rahman. My ISC degree is Centurion. I am contributing Mozilla from 2011 and contributing in SUMO from 2013 and still now. And I am developing a local community for SUMO in Bangladesh. Me, Safwan, and we have other fellow contributors who are doing awesome. That's all. So who is left? I don't know. I just joined the meeting. So I nominate Ronald.
He already went. I think we're done.
I think we're done. I think we did everything. So yeah, Ashikur, you had the honor of being the last. So now we're going to move on, and I think we should do it every now and then. Indeed, it makes sense, especially if there's so many people in the room, which is great. Okay, we also have a note from Saddaf about the Firefox for Desktop test day. So there's moderators necessary for that, and there's the Etherpad, and that is happening tomorrow, Saddaf. Yeah, is that this? Am I correct?
Yeah, it's happening tomorrow in Town QA.
Okay, so Firefox QAing for desktop, and if you want to be involved in that, go for it. I think it's going to be loads of fun. I never did QA for something as big as complex as Firefox, so we'll see. Then we have the knowledge base day on Thursday, indeed, the KV day. So we're fixing the articles that need updating, and we're trying to make them look nicer and sound better. I just heard a terrible plunk in my ears, but I think everybody's okay. And I added a thread there that lists all the KB days that we had before and all the upcoming days, and there's going to be links from there. And the Etherpad will be updated. It's not updated just yet, but there's already an Etherpad for this. So remember, Thursday, bookmark it, put it into your calendars, and we're going to be doing some KB work on that Thursday. And then, indeed, we have a SumoBot discussion. So I think this is something that Sadaf brought up as well. And I'm just going to give a very quick, can I just introduce very quickly the idea?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Perfect, thank you. The idea came, I mean, it appeared before, I think it was Swarnava who helped us with the first iteration of this in a way, but now we would like to have something more solid. Generally, for each SUMO KB or forum day that we have, so each week on Thursdays, we are doing something together, which is either answering the questions in the forums to cover 100% of the unanswered questions, or we're trying to improve the KB together as well, so to go through the list of articles that need updating, checking if things work properly, and so on. And for this, because we have a lot of people coming to IRC every day, and it would be good to have reminders and so on. For this, it would be great to have a bot on our channel, which could have specific functions like KB lookup and reminding people and greeting people and so on. So Saddaf, together with Sam Moraes, I think, put together a bot, and it's on GitHub. You have the link in the Etherpad, and that bot is still under construction. And I think Madalina, you will be asked to provide, and Rachel as well, to provide some feedback about the functionality. Joni, I'm going to pick your brain a bit tomorrow about what we could do with the bot as well. And Saddaf, I'm just giving the microphone to you right now because probably you have something else to add as well.
I'm basically just looking for your ideas, guys, about what canned responses and that we can have on the bot. I've basically added a couple of canned responses, like one for locale, etc. And we've actually got an issue that Topal might be able to help with in that regarding. We've got an RSS feed feature in the bot, but at present in that you can't actually put the RSS feed for SUMO without just new questions. It'll later do them all. So someone will speak to SUMO dev about.
So yeah, so basically what we will probably have this week is we will have a more or less complete list of features or messaging simply that we would like to use it with the bot, and we could use the API of SUMO to look things up as well, and return the results to people in the channel as well. But I don't know, we chatted about this before Sadaf today very quickly, very briefly, and I would like Madlena and Rachel to figure out the forum part because they know their stuff and they definitely know what could be useful. I don't have anything listed yet for the KB because I would have to talk to Joni about it tomorrow. That's what we're going to do, so that we can give you a nice bulleted list of things that would be useful for the KB day. And of course, I think what we're going to do is we're also going to have a thread in the forums where people can come up with ideas. Everybody in the community can come up with ideas and add ideas or figure out what could be useful. I think starting with the minimum set of features would be good, just to make sure that we don't overload the channel on the KB day where people just walk in and then there's suddenly 15 messages from the bot. That could be a bit too much. But I think we can definitely figure out how to do it properly, and both you and Sam definitely know what you're doing with it. So you're going to be the minds of this, and we're going to be the idea vetters in a way. We're going to make sure that it's going to work together. Does anybody have any questions or comments about the bot?
Looking forward for you to be ready.
Well, first you will have to come up with a list of things to do for the bot.
That's okay.
It's going to be ready when you have a list of things that it should do. That's it.
No, but I mean, we used to have this for SUMO days, for the questions, SUMO questions days, and it was really good, but also kind of annoying sometimes. So I hope that this time we can, design it in such a way that it's only useful and not annoying.
I think the idea was to copy the. Have you seen the movie Terminator, the whole series? we want to copy that behavior and then use it on SUMO days, yeah, or maybe not. But yeah, we'll definitely figure it out. And huge thanks to Saddaf and to Sam for taking this on, because they just came forward with the idea to actually do it. And I couldn't myself write any bots because I'm just silly and I don't know how to code things. So thanks for that, guys.
I have no idea about IRC whatsoever.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
So, yeah, thank you, guys.
Yeah, we'll definitely be including updates about the SUMO bot, and you'll probably see it hopping onto the channel soon and doing stuff. Cool. Let's move on to the contributors of the week. So for the contributors of the week, we have 2 nominations, and you can still add nominations up, like they're closed right now. But we have Saburo for stepping up during the recent SUMO Forums Day. Thank you very, very much for this. Oh yeah, sorry,
wait,
Madalena,
I just want to say something about Saburo. So Saburo, he's fairly new to the forums, and there were a lot of people who contributed during the SUMO Day. A lot of people, so thank you everybody. But I just wanted to nominate him because although he's fairly new, he was right up there with the big guys, with the our seniors. So it's great to see that happening when somebody's still a junior. So awesome work, and thank you so much, Saburo. And I'm done.
And then we have a second nomination, and I think this is for Sam from the Bangladesh community, who who created a really, really cool banner for SUMO. And do we have the link? I should have actually pasted the link here. Sorry. I know it's interesting.
Oh, yeah, can we have the link, please? Awesome.
Well, just a second, it just doesn't come up like, I wasn't the one nominating, so it just happened.
Terminator, man, you have everything in your cyborg brain, Vesper.
Let me just figure out where it was, because I got it. I'm going to paste it here in a second. But generally, there's a really cool banner that's going to be printed and visible during the SUMO Bangladesh meetups, and that's going to be really cool because it looks awesome. And I think we're going to adapt it to our users as well. So thank you very much, Sam, for putting this together. I hope I actually pronounced the name correct. I'm very sorry if I don't. Can any of the Bengali contributors just tell me that I'm doing it right or not? Okay. Everybody who localized Firefox for iOS articles, indeed, people who did a very, very good job with localizing the Firefox for iOS articles that are going to be useful at some point in the near future. And that's as much as we're going to tell you. Also everybody who helped at the Sumo Day on Thursday in general, because like Madalina said, it was fairly busy. I think we reached, you have some updates afterwards anyway, so we're going to get there and talk about the numbers. Okay, so now I'm passing over the microphone to Kadir, and we have the Sumo development update. Hello, hello, London.
Yes, so a quick update on this one. We are currently, our highest priority is the Firefox OS for Firefox for iOS release that we are trying to finish up. So we should have that ready on testing or on staging today, and push that out as soon as Firefox is ready for iOS, whatever that will be. Then after that, we are fixing up, I think, our last bunny up Elton issue, and we should be done with that this week and hand that over. And then after that, the next priority is the new Ask a Question flow to finish that up and make sure that we can actually put that in production and get testing on that. So that's currently our priority, and you can also have a look at the dev backlog that I put into the path, and of course on the Champions backlog. And if you have any questions, let me know, or any comments.
Okay, thank you very much for this, Kadir. And we are moving on from London, hopping over to Firefox Desktop. Is Mark in the room? Philip, you replaced Mark for today. Perfect. Awesome.
It can be read only because Mark is out. I've put some stuff in there.
Okay, so I'm just going to read it because I have this scary radio voice and I can use it. So we will have, there was an update to Firefox 40.0.3 released last Thursday. 2 security vulnerabilities were fixed, also Linux crashes were addressed, and several website compatibility issues were addressed in that release. However, of course, with each new release there's going to be something wrong, so we have a new bug. And apparently people are not able to install featured add-ons from the Get Add-ons panel when they go to About column add-ons. There is a bug open for this. You can find the link to the bug in Bugzilla in the Etherpad. Firefox 41 is coming up in 3 weeks. There's going to be big ticket items like the add-on signing, which is a huge thing apparently. There's also going to be the browser new tab URL preference removed, and sponsored tiles and sites are going to be, I don't know if they're going to be removed or added or just new. This is something I'm not aware of looking at the note here, but I guess they're going to be added. And also sorry,
I thought we already had sponsored tiles, or do you mean we're getting partners? That's something I actually haven't heard of myself.
I think we... Sorry.
Okay, so yeah. We'll figure it out, and I guess it's just new sponsored tiles and sites added to Firefox, so you're going to probably see more of them.
Okay. Thank you.
Or there's going to be a bigger diversity. Yeah, thank you, Philip. And also the 64 build for Windows will probably be delayed to Firefox 42. There's a lot of work about sandboxing the Flash plugin, which is always a bother, so be patient. And to be honest, I have been using Firefox on a 64-bit computer, for a long time, and it's working great, so I'm not really super awaiting that, but hey, maybe there's some really hardcore people who need 64-bit builds. That's it. Okay, Firefox OS. Joni.
Yeah, so I just got a little bit of good news last week. Since we released in Botswana, I think a month ago, the devices have sold out and they are ordering more. So it's a really big success in Botswana. And yeah, that's all the news I have for now, but I will share them as I get them.
Okay, thank you, Joni. And we're moving on to Firefox Android and Firefox for iOS. Roland.
Hello, unmuting. unmuted. Yes, so I got it wrong last week. We were working on Firefox 41 articles, but the topics were right. We do have, I'm not sure if we're in sync with desktop on signing add-ons. That's pretty quiet, Firefox for Android. Firefox for iOS, it looks like we are ready in English, German, and a few other languages for our fingers crossed, real soon now, Firefox iOS 1.0 release. Could be as early as this week and could be later.
I have an update for Android, sorry, Roland, for add-on signing. So I heard last Friday, it's not live yet. They're planning to make it live in version 42.
So in 42, do we get the pref? Or in 40, so in 41, there's no change, but 42, we get the pref to turn add-on signing off?
I don't know about the pref. I'm still trying to find out.
That's what I thought it was in desktop. So right now, you can install any add-on. In 42, I thought they're not allowing you to install unsigned add-ons unless you flip a pref, and then I thought in 43 that there's no unsigned add-ons or something like that.
I'll find out. I'll find out.
Something like that. Remember, there's like Wild West, unsigned with pref on, and only signed. There's 3 stages, right? Wild West is the current stage for Android anyways.
Right.
Okay, well, you and I will figure that out, but if anybody has some insight, please update the user path. Yeah, so for iOS, we're almost done, and Thunderbird, I have no update.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that we did not have anything extra special on the side. Perfect. For the community updates, we have Centurion with a great update about the Bangladesh tour. Can you give us a few more details?
I just talked with the local venue sponsor that they will inform me tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Soon I finish the confirmation. I will update in the mailing list, in our mailing list and the forum about the first tour.
Yeah, I just actually want to thank you very much. I wanted to really commend and really praise Safwan and Ashikur and everybody in the Bangladesh community for actually keeping us up to date on a lot of things happening, because we keep getting regular or irregular depending on the season, of course. Sometimes when it's summer, people are just out and about. But there are always updates and there's always loads of links and everything is documented and so on. So this is really a cool way for us to see what's going on. Thank you very much for that. And I think we're going to try and kind of make this process or put a set of best practices for people organizing community events around SUMO with our support, but without our direct help, because I think your example is really, really, really cool. Okay, Joni, knowledge base.
Yeah, so we are going to revisit the 4-week localization freeze policy that we've had for a couple of years, because it has been really difficult for us to not make any changes to articles 4 years before release. So if you have any feedback, please share it with me and Vesper. And on top of that, we are going to revisit, I think, all the policies for reviewing and writing articles and try to figure something out for next quarter. So right now I'm trying to gather feedback to see if it still works with our current model, with the way things are lately. So yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, thank you, Joni. I'm going to mute everybody's microphones because we still get some interference, so I'm just going to make sure that it's only my microphone turned on because I can. Okay, so if you want to speak, you should unmute yourself, but for now, let me just very quickly deliver the L10N update. Just 2 reminders. If you're a locale leader, or if you would like to be a locale leader, talk to me, but all the locale leaders should be signed up. I contacted you several times over the last few months about this. I just want to make sure that no strings are detached from here. So do sign up for the SUMO locale leaders mailing list. We have regular updates now. We are discussing different things, including the sprints and so on. Maybe not always on the big forum, but this is the best hub for communication, other than the forums, for people involved as locale leaders. And I know that a lot of locale leaders are already on it and active, so thank you for that. Also a request, we have playlist on YouTube with the videos for the Elton tutorials. I sent it out recently. I made a silly mistake, and the form, the feedback form, was actually not available for people who did not have a Mozilla.com account, which was stupid of me, so I'm sorry for that. But now it's open, and please provide feedback. And this also includes, actually, this especially, I would say, includes people who have little or no experience with localizing SUMO, because those tutorials are there to explain the basic concepts on each of the pages that we have for the tools. So the more blank your mind about localizing SUMO is, the better, because you're going to have, you're actually going to learn something from the videos, and you will know what's going on. Hopefully, that's the purpose of the videos. So if you give me feedback about them, I can make them better in the future if they need to be re-recorded. Okay, with that, I'm going to mute myself, and I hope Madalena can unmute herself and tell us more about the SUMO Day.
Yes, so we had the SUMO Day last week on Thursday, and we had one hell of a participation. So it went really well. We managed to get to 90% answer rate across the board, so that means for all products, and for Firefox in particular, 96. Which is great. So thank you everybody for participating. We had 42 people online. Awesome. And loads of activity on IRC. So it was great fun. Again, thank you everybody for participating. I hope we can do this again and have even more fun. And also, during that time, I have tried to do some screen sharing sessions that I will share on the forums soon. And if anybody else tried that, please let me know so we can chat about it and see how that happens. It was quite an interesting experience, I can tell you. And that's it for me. If you have any questions, you know where I am. PM me, ping me, everything. I'm here.
Okay, thank you very much. Really cool to hear about the results of the SUMO Day, the recent one, and the screen sharing results is going to be interesting soon as well. Okay, we are at the end of the meeting. We're a bit over time, so I'm just going to ask anybody and everybody to think very quickly if they have anything else to add or inform us about any last-minute updates. Going. Gone. Okay, remember we are on Twitter, remember we have a blog, visit us there, visit us on the forums, talk to us, you know where to find us, we're on IRC as well. Thank you very, very much for coming over and watching this or participating actively, and talk to you soon. Take care.